Boy, the market's quiet. Oh, the market's closed. So happy President's Day if you're here in the US. You're probably sleeping in today. Markets are closed. But if you're an FX trader, you're a commodity trader, the market never sleeps. Oh, yeah. And if you're a crypto trader, the market never sleeps. So here we are. I got up early and I want to talk about what's happening here. You can't glean a lot that's going to give you a big conviction about what to do in the market the following week, but I have a couple ideas I want to share with you guys. And so here we go. Let's start off with the Euro USD. So Euro's down 17 with cable up 7. And, I try and get an edge on what's happening in currencies with what the between the pound and euro, what my preferred long and short is. And, so far, all we've done is after this initial break is move sideways. So to me, it looks like the path of least resistance for this right now is lower. So the preferred long is still going to be cable. We'll see what happens once we get back to full strength. I know that we have an RBA meeting, so I came in planning, should they ease, to go ahead and look for some type of pullback to buy it between these two moving averages. I'm looking to buy Aussie uh, more like towards a 240, 220 area. I'm not looking for 62 anymore because we had this extension. 63 should be pretty good support, but maybe they'll try and flush some of the people out that, are have their stops here and they're long and uh, have take out some sell stops first. So that's something I had planned. We are getting a rebound with that in the dollar. So here's my plan for the dollar. So this formation right here, and I put out a tweet. I put it in our room. Uh, Measures down to about 104.20. Okay, but with breakdowns, sometimes you get breakdown tests. So I'm not saying it is going to happen, but I know what I'm going to do if it happens. If we get a 100-point rally in the dollar, 100-point pullback in euro, pound, uh, uh, 70, 80 in Aussie, I'm a seller. And I've been saying sell dollar strength from here. This was tough, but we did it. I said sell it down here, sell a rally between 108 and 150. The high last week was, what was it? 820. Okay, so, right in the middle of sell range. So same discipline. I'm not looking for this to be a major bottom. It's really going to have to prove itself to me that it's a major bottom. But here's the resistance that I'll be trading against. So let's talk about what happened in gold on Friday. The market's trying to come back a bit. It looks heavy to me. Maybe we could get a three drive to a top formation, but look how vulnerable it is. And you look at the daily. If we take out Friday's low, you have a lot of room underneath there. You know, Maybe we could pull back to prior highs. That's what you normally look for, which would be around the 2790 level. Maybe we get a pull back to the 50-day. That would be closer to the triangle breakout, 2720. Eventually, I'm looking for this. All right. Although the gold silver ratio I still think has peaked. Um, there's silver, but the gold silver ratio still looks like it's peaking. It came back from 88 pretty good. I don't know if it's going to try and make another drive, but this is topping action to me. And under 88, I was 92 is going to give you 84. And oh, what a coincidence. We have 84 with the 200-day moving average on this, and we take that out, then we're looking at these lows being taken out. So gold's still your preferred short. Silver, I know a lot of people are real bulled up, but I think Friday's day was kind of negative, even though it's the preferred long. So perhaps silver doesn't give up as much. I have not changed my mind because we haven't made new highs, that there's still a shot for, 27 and a half or so in silver over the coming weeks, and I'm going to be patient. You ever hear me talk about patience? If you want to, have a musical interpretation of being patient, play Tom Petty's "The Waiting is the Hardest Part." So it is the hardest part because you're seeing things move around, and you want to go out and you want to make money, and you end up having impulse trades because you didn't plan them out. Here's something to write down. Don't take a trade that you have not prior or previously planned for. You'll trade less, or maybe you'll make more plans, but do not trade before you have your plan and you've gone over your plan on different time frames and written down what the technical reasons are. And are there more than one technical reason? If so, confluence will give you more conviction about the position. So let's move over to yields. They're not trading today. The 10-year has been relenting as the dollar has. If you see this high in the 10-year on the daily, that's a confirmed high. So I know a lot of people are, getting real um, bullish on lower yields coming. So they're starting to get bulled up in TLT, and the action last week in TLT was really a whipsaw. I don't know what to do with them, but I favor this black line is an important high. If you go all the way back to the left, was a prior high before rates really started jacking up. So if we continue lower here to 34, um, I'd be I'd be on the lookout for a bounce. Okay, because I still think this high is going to be challenged. I don't think it's clear sailing. We still have tariff announcements. Inflation's still sticky. We're not getting the job losses yet. They're out there. They're going to start showing up in the numbers, but I think that yields have not peaked, and there's going to be another move to the upside in that. So just want to cover S&Ps. They're up in the cash. They've done nothing wrong yet, except they're about to. Well, I think they're on all-time highs here now, and the 4 hour is, you know, not confirming it. But the measurement of this formation, whether I take it from here to here and then call it a continuation formation, or just the width of this formation is 200 handles, gives you 63. And I guess we have to be alert, even though it looks good now, that if we start closing back under this trend line, that we could have a potential false breakout. That especially if we make new highs and get the stops. Let me just check my platform for that. So this high here was 134, and I don't think we've gotten there. We've been to 29. Okay, so we haven't taken that out yet. I will say this, NASDAQ on a 4 hour basis is confirming. It has a stronger look to it, doesn't it? Look how the S&P has just cleared a breakout, and look how much more NASDAQ has cleared the triangle. So this triangle measures, 23,200 or so. So that's still another 1,000 points in the NASDAQ to the upside. And I think that's about all we could cover on a day when half the markets are closed. Looks like WTI is open. Uh, you know, Still looks pretty ugly to me, but we're getting closer to where I'm going to want to try spec longs. I've been waiting for this for quite some time since I drew this line. So I drew this line back in 23. So you talk about patience, didn't quite get there. And this comes in around 62 and a half. I'm going to try something there because I think that there was a deal or war plans laid out when Netanyahu was here to see President Trump. And maybe that happens in March, April. We'll see. But I'm going to take a shot at crude when everyone's going to be talking $40, which I think we could go to eventually in a severe recession. But there might be one geo trade setting up here in oil, and you don't have to buy oil futures. You could do what Buffett did. He got rid of all his SPX indexes, and a new purchase was Oxy. So Warren also wants to have some long oil exposure, even though he's really cut his exposure in the market. Every ETF he owned, he's out. Okay. So that's going to be a wrap for me. If you're here in the US, have a good holiday. Be back tomorrow. I have a nice interview on Wednesday with Dave Floyd of Aspen Markets. Dave's been around almost as long as me. No one, very few people have been around as long as me, but Dave's a veteran. Uh, he's a great technician, and I look forward to having talked to him in years. He'll be with us Wednesday, 11:30 a.m. EST. And I posted a few things in the room last night. See in the room, Mike's curating it with important option sweeps for and ideas. And every day he has multiple ideas based upon what is taking calls, and not only what's taking calls, the type of calls, and whether or not they're betting on something for a week or betting on something for 3 months. So that's a wrap. I want to thank everyone for hanging out, watching our videos, registering in the room, and bringing your ideas in there. Iron sharpens iron. Remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. See you tomorrow, everyone. Adios.